Hello, I'm Jerry Ford, the beer review guy. Gonna get this phone here, this phone camera phone adjusted correctly. Okay, I'm gonna do a beer battle here. This is just, you know, my own personal preference between the two. They're both considered, you know, malt liquors. They're both, you know, high ABV beers. 8.1% on the Steel Reserve, 8% on the Natty Daddy. 24 ounces in this one. This is one of the big ones. This is 25 ounce. So they're both going to be, you know, strong in alcohol. So it's going to really come down to flavor. I revisited this one last year. Originally reviewed it 3 years ago, I believe. I've reviewed this 2 or 3 times, I think, something like that. But I've had probably more experience with this one than I have the Natty Daddy. So they're both, you know, enjoyable, you know, malt liquors. You know, for what they are. When you want, you know, a higher ABV, you know, malt liquor. This says lager, but I believe that when they're this high in ABV, that they're considered a malt liquor. If I remember correctly, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. But so this one's a high gravity. This one here does not say high gravity on it. But this is a beer battle that Jhoppy 05 wanted to see. So we're going to do this here. I'm going to use Steel Reserve. Seems I'll probably have more experience with this one. Use my lettered one for that one. And the Natty Daddy for the plain one. So I really have no idea which one I'm going to like better. I can't remember. I remember more about what this one tastes like than I do this one. So let's just see which one I prefer. And this is just going to be personal preference. You know, everybody's going to have their own opinion, and that's totally fine. So let's see the details of what's inside here. So we got, it says extra malted barley and select hops for extra gravity. Slow brewed for exceptionally smooth flavor. It says, everybody knows pretty much what this says about the 211. The 211 mark, based on medieval symbol for steel, appears only on Steel Reserve high gravity lager. We use nearly twice the ingredients of many normal lagers and brew for over twice as long as many quality beers. I don't remember if it was this one or not. I think this one's been discontinued, if I remember correctly. That was just, you know, told me, that was just revealed to me just not too long ago. Let's see. So on the ingredients, it all says water, malted barley, corn syrup. Let's see, yeast, hop extract. Corn syrup is used as part of the brewing process only. Steel Reserve never uses high fructose corn syrup. All right, so is there any detail on the Natty Daddy? I cannot remember. This aluminum, it's almost more shiny than this one. I can't hardly see. Brewed and can. All right, so there's no details about what's in here. I'm just gonna have to kind of use my own kind of guessing, which is not usually that great. But okay, well, let's just see the comparisons. No, you know what I'm talking about. Just on the color alone. So. That was a tight tab there. Let's get that one popped open. See if I can get underneath this. Wow. These are both really, really cold. All right. Okay. All right, let's pour off this Natty Daddy. See what we got here. Let's pour this Steel Reserve 211. Okay, I think I poured them about the same, didn't I? A little bit more head on that Steel Reserve. Got about 3 finger on that one. This one went from 2 down to 1 on this one here. So they are identical color. Yeah, they're identical color. Head is identical color. Texture of the head identical, both white, fluffy. So let's see what. Hopefully, there's some differences here. It makes it really hard to do these when they're so similar. So let's just see on the aroma what we got. Natty Daddy, it's been a while since I've had one of these, so let me see what we got here. This smells really good. It has that malted barley aroma. You get that a light to medium sweetness. It's probably, it could be like a corn syrup, getting the, you know, the yeasty bready kind of aroma. It smells good. All right. Real similar. You get the malted barley, but there's a different sweetness to the aroma on this one. A little bit more sweetness probably on this one than this one. Let me see again. Yeah, a little bit more sweet yeasty breadiness. And the corn syrup. Smells good. This is pretty strong coming out of this one. Decently strong, but not as strong on the aroma as the Steel Reserve. Neither one am I really getting any kind of no, you get the alcohol just a little bit on the aroma. It's not really huge. There's a lot of good aromas coming up out of here, so the alcohol is kind of hidden on the aroma. All right, so I've had this more recent than I had the Natty Daddy, so let me go into this one. Okay, decent flavors, getting the malted barley, getting it tastes like it may be corn syrup. Get a little bit of the alcohol on the from the front and to the back a little bit. You get it. You get some, the malted barley, you get the breadiness. Carbonation is light. Body is close to medium. Yeah, it's a good beer. All right, so let's check out this one. This one has, and it says, select hops. So this one has some hop flavors in this one, where this one, I don't know if it does. But if this one has hops and this one doesn't, excuse me, I'm going to get more flavors on the Steel Reserve, probably. So let's just see. yeah, you get the malted barley, you get the medium sweetness. The alcohol is showing through on the Natty Daddy more than the Still Reserve. Which makes the Still Reserve for me a little bit more smoother. Yeah, there's more flavor profiles coming through on the Still Reserve. It's a little bit more smoother, and there's less alcohol kind of taste to it. Still good. And this is 8.1% alcohol, and this is 1% less than the Natty Daddy, but still, because there's more flavors coming through on the Still Reserve, it's muting out the alcohol taste more than the Natty Daddy is for me. So I would have to say I like the Still Reserve 211 more. That's the conclusion I come to. They're both really good. But when it comes to the alcohol kind of taste being a little off-putting for me, it wins over when it's, you know, less. So I have to say the Still Reserve, yeah, is going to be my favorite between these two. But still, Natty Daddy is a good beer also. But there you go, Jhoppy. That's what I come up with. Y'all have different opinions, I'm sure. So that's cool. Everybody has different, you know, different tastes. I preach this constantly on my channel, and different comments I get. People are, you know, they want to say what they like better, and that's great. I don't, because I understand. But there seems to be a lot of people that they get too bitter about it and just say that one's trash over the other, and that's just not my thinking about beers. But that may be just, you know, no, it ain't just me. I have plenty of supporters on my channel that have the same opinion and the same thought process as I do. So, and I respect that thought you know what I'm trying to say, process. So okay, so there you go. All right, I thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. Takes me a while to, you know, I'm not gonna just say, okay, Still Reserve, Natty Daddy, yeah, I like this one better. I have to kind of break it down, and I think that's pretty much the way that anybody that does these kind of things would do. It's the right way to do it, and it helps you to kind of convince yourself which one you appreciate and like the most. So there you go. All right, yeah. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate it, Jhoppy. Thanks for the suggestion, and excuse me. I got one or two more to do. One, I didn't have a Coors Light to do a different one, but this one was fine. I wanted to do it too. I was kind of curious because I haven't had Natty Daddy in a while, so I wanted to see what it was like compared to Still Reserve. So this was fun too. I enjoyed it. So there you go. All right. Well, like I said, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and we will see you all on the next one. All right.